Hello, everybody. We're back. I'm back. It's been
A
quite the
month.
ride, right?
A month. More than a month. It's like almost 5 weeks.
Yeah,
For you.
yeah, yeah.
For me, it's been
And
3 weeks.
yeah, it's been about that. Like it's just been a long time, but stuff happens. Life happens. Work happens. Stuff happens. Speaking of being back, we'll get to it in a bit. But the Steam Deck is also back. Steam Deck, Steam
It's so
Machine.
so a perfect segue.
Yeah. Anyways, the actual intro. Welcome to episode 240 of our Gaming Meal podcast. As always, we're here to deliver some gaming related news and discussions. I guess we're doing a three-course meal, but we're flipping it around, right?
We're gonna start with our
So,
main course, and if we're more hungry, we'll order some appetizers.
yeah. I am one of your hosts, Manny, and I'm here with Eric.
Hey everyone.
And that's it. Still
Indeed.
skeleton crew. Still, yeah. I mean, two is better than one. Doing it is better than not doing it.
Yeah, I can do it solo, but it's much better prefer to have a bounce back and forth discussion with people. Otherwise, I feel like I'm reading a script from a website.
Yeah. And I mentioned in today's episode, we'll be talking about the Steam machine. Steam, literally today, announced a bunch of new hardware, right?
Super
So,
Obama, super out of not out of nowhere. This was expected for a long time.
yeah. But, I would say it was expected, but like the news that they dropped it today and like just randomly, and I feel like there's a lot more info to come as well.
There is, but we can get to it. You wanna start with the main course then? Hello?
I'm not gonna say that before we do appetizers. We're just gonna start with the main course. The rest, the appetizers will come after, or like all the snacks. No idea. We're just
Yeah.
flowing a little bit different.
But here we are talking about games. So let me
Yeah.
start off with introducing.
Yeah.
Here's the main course.
Yeah. Take it away.
We
Will.
are basically gonna be talking about the three announcements, as you mentioned, from Valve, where they announced three new products. That is and I'm gonna call them in kind of in order, but they're not in order particularly per se. At least not in my interest. But the Steam Frame, which is a new VR headset, the Steam Machine, which is a new standalone living room gaming box, and the Steam Controller, which is not called the Steam Controller 2, it's just called the Steam Controller, because this is a new controller for the dedicated like Steam library that they designed it so that you could also game PC centric games like mouse and keyboard. But we'll get into all those things. Which one do you want to tackle first? Because we can go over a couple of like information from them, but it's really interesting.
Do you want to go in the same order of the video? So like controller, machine.
Yes,
thingy?
yes, I like the order of the video. Even though, yeah, I like that. So let's start with the controller, which is kind of the easiest thing to talk about. This is basically a video game controller. It'll work on any computer, not just this Steam machine. It will come with the Steam machine box when you buy it. So when you buy the Steam machine, it will come with the controller. They're not sold separately. Even though you would assume that, but it's still good to know. It has TMR sticks. TMR, I forgot what the technology specifically is, but basically it's a new not new technology, but a better technology for the analog sticks, right? The left and right, etc. Sticks that you have there. They basically will prevent drift because they're magnetic rather than actual digital devices there. So that's much better. And TMR is actually the better technology. So that right out of the bat, you know that the controller is being designed with it. It has a long battery life. It has two trackpads. That's the main thing. Because otherwise, it's a regular controller. It has back buttons. Manny, you really need to evolve and use back buttons for controllers. I've told you for years. This is the new. There is no existing without them. But I feel like you're still using regular ones.
My problem is the muscle memory is too strong. And my
No.
second and big problem than the muscle memory is that I accidentally push them all the fucking time, dude. Like
Oh,
I
you're
have
so
that
so wrong. You're so trust me, it is such an improvement. Like it's insanity how better they are.
I guess to hold the controller, I grip it too hard or some shit. Like
No, you really need to learn. Literally, I have 2 to 3 controllers per console now that have back buttons. I have 2 for the PlayStation. I have 2 for the Switch 2, just the Switch 2 alone, and I have like 5 for the Xbox. And PCs. Like everything is. If it doesn't have back buttons, I really will not touch that controller. You might as well put it in the trash. Because I can't. I really like the A button doesn't exist anymore. It's the back button that's A for anything. Either way. And it's so much better. By the way, it has back buttons, 2 of them, but actually it has 4 of them back, 4, 2 and 2 on each side. It also has gyro controls, right? So you can basically run around. It connects via Bluetooth. That's apparently separate in the machine. We'll talk about it if you read the specifics. There's a particular antenna in the Steam machine that's specific only for the controller. So it's not using your Wi-Fi. It'll use a separate signal to connect to the controller, which is better. But that's it.
They mentioned like low latency, like did you talk about the battery where they mentioned like you could charge it wirelessly and it lasts 35 hours?
Yeah, 35 hours was very impressive when I heard that. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of time gaming. It definitely better than the PlayStation controller, which lasts literally 3 hours. And I'm being extremely generous, by the way. 3 hours is like the max that I've gotten out of the PlayStation 5 controller. The max. Like, not even close. Like, even 2 hours in, it's like, bing! And I was like, the hell? I literally, like an hour and a half, 2 hours in, it's already dying. It's crazy how bad the battery is in the PlayStation.
Yeah, I agree. It's easily the worst.
All right. It is symmetrical layout, so basically it's PlayStation layout, right? The 2 analog sticks on the bottom on each side. Other than that, yeah, it looks like a nice, interesting controller. The trackpads will be interesting to hopefully feel better. It's basically a Steam Deck without the screen in the middle, if you will. So take that for what it is. Any thoughts on this controller, May?
I mean, my first impression before the announcement was like the buttons were going to be too far because it felt like the trackpads made the grips longer.
Yeah.
But in the video that they showed, the way they were holding it, that was not the case.
Yeah, it looks longer, but I think in reality it's not going to be that much. Like it might be like not even half an inch, like a millimeter or so more.
Yeah, so like if they... I mean, I don't know why they need 2 trackpads, though. Like, why not just do like the PlayStation, put one in the middle or something?
I agree, but this is what they want to do. They want one for each side.
I don't get it. Like, no game uses 2 mice. That's the reason for the trackpad, right? That's the way I picture it.
It may just be that some people are lefties, some people are righties. So it's like, if I'm going to use the mouse controls, give me the finger that will feel better for me versus the other. And if you put it on one side versus the other, it sucks. And if you put it in the middle, like the PlayStation one, it sucks for both people because it's far away. It's too far for both of them.
Yeah, I guess. It's a good point.
That's my logic. Well, how much do you think this will cost? And just your thoughts.
I mean, controllers nowadays are like $80-$90, no? Like,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. And the reason I ask, and I will talk about prices as well, because they haven't really built prices, by the way. We have an initial idea, launch window, but we don't have prices yet. And that's really but it seems to me that from listening to Valve, they're really trying to be as economic as possible. And I'm pretty sure they're going to blow any Asus or any other products that are coming out of the water. In terms of lower than but still higher than the main manufacturers like PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo.
Wasn't the original Steam controller pretty pricey? Like, quite pricey?
Yeah. I don't remember the original price, It wasn't, so I'm expecting this to be around 80.
It was like 120, and 120 at the time was like insane, like...
Yeah, that's because they didn't kind of know what they were doing. Well, let's move on to the other things, because I think talking about them as a whole would then help us understand the approach that Bob is doing here. Let's talk about the next one, Steam Machine. The Steam Machine is basically a standalone Steam OS ran gaming device. It basically runs on SteamOS. Basically, think of it like a Steam Deck, only you basically plug it directly into your TV or monitor, and basically it'll run SteamOS. It has all the features that Steam Deck has, such as like a sleep mode, where the console will go to sleep, and with the game on sleep, and when you bring it back up, the game should still be running, kind of thing. Which is semi-new for PC games, right? You know, that sometimes they break. Because it's also SteamOS, some of the things that will not run on a Windows PC, that won't run on SteamOS because they need a Windows PC OS, it won't work here. For example, any game that needs a multiplayer suite that has the kernel security features like Battlefield 6, Battle Eye, or whatever it is for Rainbow Six, those won't work here. They won't work on the Steam box. So just a fire. Hello, can you hear me?
Oh. Yeah, I heard you.
Did you lose me for a second, or?
For a second, but it recorded on your end, so it's all good.
Yeah, it seems to be recording on my end. Sorry, I'm finishing up here. The RAM is interesting. If you saw the video, or if you saw the specs, they have 16 gigs of RAM, but 8 gigs of RAM for video, of VRAM. That's
kind of low, no?
Yes, nowadays. Yeah, and that's one of the complaints they were saying, that this is not gonna run, even though they say 4K 60 or whatever it is. It's like, yeah, you're gonna be really struggling with it's gonna do a lot of upscaling for a lot of games. It's gonna need that.
Yeah, I mean, they could make that claim, and it's like, oh, it was this fucking some 2D pixelated platformer. It's like, it's running on 4K 60.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really my problem with all this. So it's like, but that's what the claim they like to do. It includes everything. It even includes a display port possibility for it. It includes HDMI 2.1, which is weird. If you saw the Digital Foundry video, even though it's HDMI 2.0, so it's not 2.1. Sorry, I think I misspoke before. It only has 2.0. It actually functions like a 2.1, aka it features, it supports things like BRR or anything, or other things like that. So they went very hardcore on some of these things. So if you're interested and you want to have spend an hour just hearing them dissect this, feel free to watch that. The last thing is the storage. There's gonna be two models for the Steam machine, one with 500 gigs, another one with 2 terabytes. NVMe SSD, and that's basically it for the Steam machine, SteamOS, etc., etc. What do you think, Manny, for this?
I mean, I didn't know about the VRAM. That's a bit of a worry because, I mean, I wouldn't blame Steam. I feel like I would blame more developers that are just not properly programming and just oh, we have all this fucking memory. Let's just use it willy-nilly instead of worrying about it. It's just going to cause problems, right? Because developers are going to keep doing that, and it's just not going to run all games smoothly or at all some games, right? I mean, the fact that it's already SteamOS, and you mentioned the kernel thing, that's already going to not be able to run a lot of games.
Yep, that's going to be a bottleneck already, yeah.
Other than that, pretty exciting. It looks like a nice little box, smaller than the Xbox Series X, not S.
It's a GameCube.
Yeah, it's like a GameCube. Yeah.
Yes, the GameCube is back, baby.
but it looks like a pretty capable little box. The worry would be the price, right? If it's priced the same as the PS5 Pro, then why the fuck would I bother? Maybe.
Based on the specs, I could almost see that they're trying to aim for a more economic model for these. Same thing like the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck base model is like $350.
It's 400.
It's 400. Or okay, no, I'm wrong. 400. That's still.
You can get it at 320 on a sale. I've seen.
Correct. Okay. I've seen that. I'm thinking of the sale. Sorry. So yeah, 400. It's not bad for a Steam Deck. If this is a little bit, because it's just the box. Remember, it's not like Steam Deck costs X, but it includes the screen and all the kind of stuff. You don't need to include those things. It's just the hardware. So how much for this hardware? I'm thinking they're trying to be very competitive based on the specs that I'm seeing, because they're not blowing anything out of the water. They're just this will run.
Well, they
games.
mentioned it's 4 times the power of the Steam Deck, right?
Yeah.
Like, or was it 6 times? I don't know. It was like they stacked a
I
bunch
think
of Steam
six
Decks and
times
that
is
was
the
like the
word they
full
use. Yeah.
video. Yeah. So like, obviously it's not gonna be like 6 times 400. That would be absurd. $2,000+ for this. But I could see it like being 800. I mean, I think it cannot go higher than that. I don't know, man. Steam and their hardware prices have been, sometimes it's great, but like I feel like the Steam Deck is great, but before that, the history, like the Index and the original Steam controller, I don't remember it being priced that efficiently. Like they were
True.
hefty.
They
They had
they
hefty.
they make it so they're making a profit on each console because they're not subsidizing this at all. It's like, we don't need this this extra. Our hardware people are tired of not releasing anything, uh, let alone our software people, whatever games they're making. Um, so yeah, Steam Machine. You wanna go for the last one real quick? I wanna also rush us on this. The Steam
Yep.
Frame.
Go for it. Yep.
All right, Steam Frame is Valve's new wireless VR headset. Yes, wireless because it doesn't have a wire running through, right? I won't go over the specs, first of all, because I don't know don't care for these VR that much. But it's their new VR. The Valve Index is being, I'm gonna use a word that I saw in a movie today, decommissioned as of today. Okay, they're not making them anymore. The Index. Today is the last day, so whatever they have is basically gonna be I'm assuming fire sale or not at all. But this is gonna be their new VR headset. The frame, it's gonna be similar, apparently lighter than the Quest 3 or the Quest 3S, and it seems, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it does anything crazy. It's more, it seems to me at least that it's trying to be more economic a little in what it's trying to do, but still offer the VR things, etc., etc. Manny, you're the VR player. Is there anything here that I should be paying attention to? It has controllers, right? It has the headset, and it's all wireless. But other than that, I don't know much about the VR headset. I kind of tuned out when the part of the video showed this.
So it sounds like it has all the features, at least the modern expected features from a VR, like eye tracking. It has cameras instead of like needing to set up sensors.
Yeah.
The controllers are separate, right?
Yeah, it has standalone in your head. You put the head glasses on. That's it. That's your VR headset.
It's standalone. Put it on. It's its own computer. You don't need anything other than the device.
Yep.
You play games, right? Like you don't need but you can connect it to the Steam machine or a computer, right? And they mentioned like you could just I forget what they call it. It's almost like broadcast the computer information into the device, right? Like it's I forget the term. In I think it's called AirLink for the Oculus, but I don't know what the hell they called it for Steam.
I don't know either. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
But again, with VR right now, price is everything. Like if it's higher than 500, I don't see it going much about anywhere.
I was thinking the same price because I'm like, you know what, 500 might be the thing that'll push this a little, but it's still anything higher than that. You basically kill the any casuals from picking this up if it's more than 500.
Yeah, I am interested. I kind of was thinking about like my VR headset is old. I don't use it that much, which is why I haven't bought anything. But like, the Quest 3 came out, and it's like it's got all these cool new features. I'm like, yeah, I could upgrade, but it's just too pricey, right? So I mean, I still think 500 is too pricey. Like they need to compete with Meta, and I think Meta goes to like 300 on sales, but I think it's 400 normally. So like that's like the price range that you'd think to compete, but I don't know. And the Index was like 1,200 or $1,000. I forget. And that shit was. It was top of the line back then.
Top of the line back then, might not. Yeah, that's the thing. I think VR. I think really the tactic for that thing is not to push the hardware, but to push the. I don't need games to look crazy. I just need this to be economically so that people can pick it up, and developers make experiences for them. Unification would be great, but no, we'll see how far we get there.
I mean, Steam is a pretty good platform for VR, right? In general, they have so many fucking games at this point.
Yep.
What else
All
was I
right.
gonna say?
Um,
Yeah, and like for people like me, like I already have a massive library, right? Like fucking hundreds of games, kind of thing. Like where I've been like slowly collecting VR games here and there.
slowly. Slowly. Slowly is not really the way I would call it. I would call it extremely aggressive.
Yeah,
Buyer.
compared to most people, it's only like my week. It's more like once every other month, which is probably still pretty aggressive.
Yep. But I still found it funny. All right. Any other things on this? And I want to talk real quick before we wrap up this up as well about the strategy that you see Valve doing with this. What do you think you're seeing with all this?
It's interesting because I mean they definitely want to be part of the hardware market. It's just I don't know why it's taken them this long to like actually push for it and make updates to all these things that they tried already. And like I don't think any of them were bad ideas. I just think maybe they weren't the best executed, right? Like,
They also released the idea separately, so I actually like a lot the idea of them announcing all this at once. She's like, hey, here's the new hardware. It's like, oh, perfect. Because now I know what the strategy is. Before, it was like, meh. And I felt like, oh, a controller with no hardware. Like, like it's hard to kind of look at one thing versus not the other things combined. So I like the combined strategy, which is like, oh, crap. Yeah, I'm not saying get all this immediately, but you know, it's clear that at least they have some thought into putting together an ecosystem. Make sense?
yeah, exactly. Like you could use all three of those things in conjunction, right?
Yep.
And they made it sound like, oh, the controller will play perfectly with our Steam machine, right? Like,
Yep.
ultra low latency. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it's neat. I mean, it all depends on the price. Like honestly, like I think if they're competitive, I might pre-order and then see how it goes closer to launch, and then like.
Same. The price will affect me. I'm with you that maybe something like anything more than 800 and I'm out. And I'm talking both the machine and the controller. Right? I want a combo. But
I was thinking 1,000 for all three.
1,000 for all three, I would be tempted to get the VR thing. You see? Because I'm in
Yeah,
man. I don't need this. I have two consoles, two PCs that already run Steam better than this box will. So I really do not need this box. I want the controller mainly, and I would be interested in this box. But I'm like, you know what? I already have computers, PCs that run this better. They will definitely run this better. so I'm out on the box unless it's economic. And the same thing with the VR. I'm not that interested. But if you give me all three for like 1,000, heck yeah, I would. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where like that's kind of my what I would think, like 300 for not 300, 500 for the console, right? The machine, 400 for the headset.
Yep.
Or 600 console, 300 headset, right? Kind of that mix, and then like 100 for the controller. Like that would vibe with me, where it's like, yeah, those are decent. I could do those. Right?
Exactly.
And what you're saying is true. We've probably got better computers, but I mean, we like this shit. So
Yeah, we are the users for this. So okay, let's move on. That's the main course. Steam Machine is back. The Steam Deck is getting a lot of new family members. And we'll see. By the way, there were rumors before I move on. There was a rumor that people thought Half-Life 3 would be shown alongside these. And it wasn't. And I'm like,
Game Awards, huh?
What?
That'd be cool. Like Game Awards, they could make a big announcement during the Game Awards.
Yeah. But that is coming up soon, and I would definitely, man, because if you ever wanted to sell hardware, again, you're not gonna make it exclusive, obviously, but you know why? That would really pump it up. Having a darn new Half-Life game just announced. Would just help, but that's just me. All right, let's move on real quick. That's our main course for this week, and let's move on to some of our appetizers real quick. All right, so for our appetizers, here I'm checking the 25-minute mark. We are gonna talk real quick, at least, and again, Manny, feel free to stop me when you when you don't want to talk about this no more. But delays, particularly there were two games that were delayed, particularly one that was very, very high fame, and that is Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 6 was delayed until November 19, 2026. So apparently that was announced by Rockstar. Apparently they mentioned that they are sorry for adding additional time to what they realize is a long wait. That apparently Grand Theft Auto 5 is like, what, 10, 15 years old at this point? I have no idea how old that game is. These extra mods will allow us to finish the game and with a level of polish that you come to expect and deserve. Yeah. Any thoughts on this particular delay and what it means for Grand Theft Auto, or not at all?
It's kind of tough to tell. I think how much did it slip? 5 months, right?
Yeah.
May to November, was it? Yeah. I think that November is a better launch window for any game. So like that also in mind could be, a reason to do that. I think Rockstar is and always has been like perfectionists when it comes to like creating games, even though they're fucking riddled with bugs. like
riddled.
Because it's so massive that it's just inevitable.
It's unpatchable at times. I honestly understand that. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's. I mean, I'm excited for GTA 5 because those trailers have been good and look good. I'm not excited other than damn, it looks good, right? Like I kind of lost interest in GTA overall, but we're in the minority there. But I think it's good, and I think they can make November, right? Because like that last trailer that they showed was also like showed a lot of content and no gameplay though. That's the big worry still. Like I don't know why they keep gameplay so.
I mean, I trust them at this point. It's really one of those things that I know that they know what they're doing. Grand Theft Auto is going to be interesting, this one, particularly because, by the way, I expect this to be delayed once more. So I'm like 2027 confirmed. I'm not drafting this game in our draft, by the way. That November is too close to 2027 to be like,
I still I would.
You would still draft it?
Yeah.
Man, I really do not trust it. And I think I said it literally last year's draft. I need to go back and check it out. And by the way, if we're talking draft, if you don't know, if you're listening, we do a gaming draft where we draft games coming out of the year at the beginning of each year. So feel free, in a few months we'll get a new one. So yeah, I don't think it affects it at all. I think it's like delayed. And people are like, oh no. And I'm like, what do you mean, oh no? You already pre-ordered. It's a guarantee. It's like, nothing's going to take this train down, So nothing they do will stop this unless, actually, I don't even know what would stop this game from selling 20 million in like the first 24 hours. And I don't like Grand Theft Auto. I've said it here multiple times. I don't like it.
It's gonna break records, dude. Like.
Yeah, I would take the bet that it'll break records. And I probably will be one of them.
No, bet against that.
Correct. I'm not gonna hold it against them. It's perfectly fine. It's again, and it's a great game. It's like I played Grand Theft Auto 5 literally a couple of months ago. It's fucking completely competent in every single way. So then, it's a complete game.
Speaking of Rockstar, a slight detour, but not a lot. Did you see that? We're talking about sales. That Red Dead Redemption is now officially the 4th best-selling game of all time. It passed Mario Kart 8.
No, Mario Kart 8. I thought they would never get defeated.
It passed Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So it's only behind GTA 5, Minecraft, and I forget the other one. We
connect el TV Wii, yeah.
Yeah, Wii Sports, I think, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's number 3, it might be, but like, it's now number 4 of all time. Like, Rockstar has 2 out of the top 4 best-selling games of all time. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
So yeah, let them take 5 more months.
Wait, I never bought Red Dead Redemption. I am not one of those sales. I don't know how.
That's on sale all the time.
What?
Red Dead Redemption is on sale all the time. What do you mean?
But I never bought it. I have never bought that game. Ever.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's on sale. I'm saying that I've never actually purchased the said sale.
I've probably bought it, so I made up for that.
Yeah, you did. That's why I actually have tried it, and then after a while, it's like, oh, you get to slowly mount the horse and fucking fuck that shit.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one, dude. Like, I if you love like a good Western, then like that might be cool. But like, I just want a game, and that shit's slow as molasses.
Yep. All right.
We could move on from GTA.
Let's move on. Real quick, also Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra was delayed indefinitely from the original early 2026 date. By the way, they announced this 40 minutes after the Grand Theft Auto delay.
But space, it's not even. We have seen.
Okay, this game is canceled. That game is dead, and it's just like, come on, guys. Like, I know you're not gonna release this game, and the fact that you delayed, first of all, indefinitely. Second of all, you waited until Grand Theft Auto was delayed to be like, you know, that announcement was that Grand Theft Auto must have come out. And their fucking CEO immediately were like, announce our delay immediately. Nobody would notice. Nobody will get mad at us.
I feel like it's more like, shit, we forgot our game is coming out. Or we said our game is coming out in like a couple of months. It's related.
And as soon as they saw the Grand Theft Auto delay, it's like, do it now, perfectly. Nobody will fucking care. Okay, because it came out 40 minutes, exactly 40 minutes, not 41 minutes. Like, literally, I counted 40 minutes exactly to the minute from when Grand Theft Auto was delayed. And I'm like, it sounds to me like you had that shit on drafts in Twitter. And as soon as Grand Theft Auto came out, you published.
Is this the Jade Raven game, or is that another one?
I have no idea, man. All of them combined. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what it is at this point. And I would be our number 1 buyer day 1 of a Marvel Rise of Hydra game. Like, that is my type of game, right? But no. So anyway, I thought it was funny. Sorry, I had to add that. All right. Real quick, let's move on. Final appetizer for this week. Real quick. Was Sony has some plans to apparently, and this is a rumor, but I'm talking about it because it was a heavily reported rumor. And wait, there was a state of play, a Japan state of play. We'll talk about it afterwards. I want to kind of tackle this news separately, because if we start talking about the state of play, it'll we'll stick to it. We'll stick with it. The rumor was that apparently Sony is testing a new feature called cross-buy. What the hell is cross-buy? Beyond obvious what it is. It means that if you buy a game on one system, you get to own it on another. Particularly, obviously, PC here. At least for now, right? Because you never know. But for cross-buy, it's something that, for example, Xbox has now. They have cross-buy, cross-progression on Xbox games with PC. So whenever you get a game on Xbox console, you also get the PC version of that Xbox game. Obviously, that's only on Microsoft first-party titles or any game that'll offer it, which, again, it's only Microsoft party titles. No other publisher really offers that, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I think I might be on that one.
Yeah, and so this is not the first time Sony has done this before. If you recall, I think it was Portal 2. They had it so that if you bought it on the PS3 or something, you would get the Steam copy. I don't know if you recall this. This is literally 15 years ago or more. You recall this?
No.
Yes, they had it. So it was a cross-buy. You bought it on one system, you bought it on the other, and PlayStation had it. Xbox didn't, or I don't even know if that game came out to Xbox, Portal 2. But I thought it was genius at the time. And I'm like, damn, that there was like a partnership with Sony. I may be wrong on that. Like I'm pretty sure because that was the only time I ever saw that example. But this is Sony basically trying to do a cross-buy. The interesting thing is Sony doesn't have a PC store or anything. So the other question is, Sony, where are you gonna put this? Where are you gonna allow the cross-buy?
Yeah, exactly. Because they can't. Like, are they gonna steal? I guess that's not the right word, but like,
yeah,
are they gonna collaborate with Steam, or like, well, Steam will give you a cut of every game where you sell if you let us cross.
Pretty much,
like,
and that's kind of the weird thing. They do own part of Epic, Sony, if you recall. They own a small percentage of Epic. They actually bought stock in Epic, so they actually do own part of Epic.
Yeah,
so they could
and
put
I
it in the
think
Epic Game Store, and I would totally see them do that.
Yeah, Epic would be more willing to do that too, just to get,
to get the fame and to get PlayStation, where it's like buy it on this one and play it on Epic. Heck yeah, I would see Epic doing that. Yeah. Not to mention, they get the 30% instead of the whatever Epic gives developers. So.
Yeah. Other than that.
Yeah, other than that, it's a real mystery.
They need to make their own storefront. They need to make their own launcher and shit.
And that's the other question. The other question is, making a storefront is not easy. It is not simple. Ask everybody else that tried in the last 20 years. What?
They have a storefront, the PSN. You can literally make what Steam does, which is like an app that just goes to a website and like pulls that information. Like, you can already buy your games online.
Again, don't get me wrong. I think it's actually relatively easy. The thing is, thankfully, they're open to doing this. It sounds like, and again, these are rumors, but they're heavily rumors. By the way, these rumors don't just come from a random person. This is people data mining the PlayStation Network store, however they're doing it, and they're finding literally a new stamp, a new tag on their game saying cross-buy enabled, or applicable for cross-buy, right? And there's a new symbol in the PlayStation Store and everything to put next to games. So Sony's definitely putting something in the background in their storefront for this.
Could it be like between, I don't know, PS4 is still not dead. Between PS4 and PS5.
Probably still
or between, yeah.
Make more money from the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 still. Even the PlayStation 5 just sold, I think, like 86 million.
Yeah, I saw it the other day.
Excellent numbers. Yeah, for sure. All right.
Huge.
Any other thoughts on this? Would this actually push you to get? I haven't bought anything on PlayStation in a while.
Not particularly.
Yeah, I would like to play the PlayStation games that I own on PC without having to rebuy them.
Yeah.
So that would be great.
If they launch day and date, right? Like day one on PC, then I would be way more inclined to buy them. But it's because I would be getting them on PC. Like,
true, exactly. I would literally buy more PlayStation games day one. Ghost of Jote, for example, being one example. Yeah, but it was if it was on PC day one. But it's not. I'm you know what? I know it's gonna come here eventually, so I'm just gonna stay. I'm just gonna wait.
Yep.
All right. The other thing was the PlayStation State of Play from Japan that happened literally yesterday. Yes, it happened yesterday. There was not much to it, even though it was a State of Play, because for the most part it was updates on Japanese developers, and this was a PlayStation a State of Play that was Japanese specific, or actually I should say Asia specific, because people noticed that that's Korean, that's this other thing, that like there were a bunch of, it was not just Japanese, but that's cool. So with that, I don't want to go over the entire thing, first of all, because we might not have time/interest that much, but do you want to particularly cover anything from what you heard from the State of Play from yesterday?
I mean, the one thing you linked that I saw was the Elden Ring Nightwing DLC.
Yeah, the Nightwing DLC. I thought it was interesting because it was like new characters. If you saw from the trailer, that's what it looked like, right? New characters, potentially new
It looks
bosses
like
and
new
stuff.
characters, new enemies and bosses, but like no new fucking map. Like
Yeah, that's why. Like, I'm like,
I'm
wait, new map,
disappointed.
guys, come
That's
on, please.
massive. Like the map was the one thing that you needed to change for it to double. Like it feels like doubling the experience. Like
Yep.
I don't know. How much is this DLC gonna cost? Like fuck.
That's
The
the other
game's
thing,
already
man. How much is this
$40.
game gonna cost? How much is this DLC gonna cost? Yeah.
Cannot be more than 20, I don't think. Like the game is 40.
Yeah.
And it's just like classes and enemies. Don't get me wrong, I think cool, good, but like you can't charge too much for this shit.
Yep.
I will say, there was one boss that looked cool, where like 18 different fucking Valkyrie looking things.
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck this boss. Immediately, I didn't even know what it was. I was like, oh, fuck this boss. I'm gonna hate this boss.
I was like, yes, that's so cool. Like maybe the tank will have like a value in that boss fight or something, because like he's easily the worst class, by the way. So like stuff like that is interesting. Maybe they're doing some rebalancing. Maybe they're adding the new classes, which look interesting. There's the priest. Maybe there was a guy reading a book, and I already forgot the other one. They do like a dive forward kind of thing.
More mages. Better fix to the mages, because the mages have always been the weird ones. And that game just needed more classes, like a lot more classes, in my opinion, to kind of give it like a nice.
I think needed more like areas, more variety on the map, because like
that too.
Because like eventually it does get samey. You're gonna hit the same spots. Like you're gonna hit the churches, you're gonna hit the castle, you're gonna hit the fucking the unique event or whatever, and like that's like the optimal way of running it.
Yep. Yep, that's the optimal. I agree.
So like they needed to double the amount of things. Maybe they have, and it just doesn't show here, right? Kind of thing.
Yep.
But I don't want it to be Limgrave. Put is it Limgrave? What's the name of the first area? It's Limgrave.
Limegrave? I don't know how it's pronounced.
No, I forget. But give me the rotten like
the rot.
I don't want like the rotten stop map. I want like a full rotten area, rotten map, or a full snow map, right? Instead of just like a snow area. Like that would be cool.
Yep, that would be
so fun. On top of weapons, characters, classes, bosses, on top of all that shit. Anyways, I didn't see much else. Anything else that caught your mind? Like,
no, nothing caught my mind. I thought it was interesting.
Second talk on beta. No new character announced.
No, nothing crazy. Yeah, I agree. It's more like, you know what? We'll see when we see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there's also the if we're done talking PlayStation, there's also the Mario Galaxy.
That's the only thing which I thought it was interesting. I like that. That's cool. I thought that was cool. That was kind of the dessert thing, but we can wrap up now because I don't think there's anything else to kind of cover. There's no desserts. I wanted to keep this episode short. So, any other thing you want to kind of tackle?
No desserts.
All right, perfect. Then let's do desserts. I'll take that back. So with that, that's. Sorry, what?
Well, I don't even know if I have one, but I guess I could talk about the Mario trailer. I mean, I'll quickly look while you do yours. Then.
All right, I'll move us on. So that this will be our break, and we'll move on to our desserts. All right, so for our desserts at the 44-minute mark, we are. I didn't add any DJ Steves or anything like that you wanted to kind of cover.
Dude, I haven't played anything. I've barely looked at trailers. I've played like Sudoku and fucking Wordle. Like that's it.
Sudoku. Very, very legit. Sudoku. At least flipping cards or something.
I mean, I do nanograms too. Yeah, like, but actual games, dude. I brought my Xbox and it didn't fucking touch it. I couldn't touch it.
It's difficult, man. It's difficult, particularly now in this world we live in. And I'm
I
saying
think-
world because
I
like
think-
fucking the demand for, keep
Yeah.
working.
I think last time I already talked about playing Clair Obscur. I still want to go back and play that some more. I still want to go back and play Hollow Knight some more. I still want to go back and play Hades
But
some more. Some of the amazing fucking games, but I haven't properly beaten any of them.
Yeah, I did go back. You know what? I went to got back and started playing again. God of War Ragnarok.
Oh,
Man, that game is amazing. It's so good. However, once you start playing it, there are so many things. Or like, okay, I need to use the purple here with the axe. Oh, I have to use the green arrow here with this chain move, and then I have to use this other item with this item to do this, and then okay, so this puzzle is I have to do that, and then I have to do this. I'm like, holy fuck! I cannot stop playing this game now. Not because I can't stop playing it because it's great, but if I stop playing, I will be so fucking lost if I continue again. So I stopped at the very beginning, which is like, I can still remember. But now I'm committed. So I'm like, no, there's too many things too many instructions, too many things to remember how to fight. But I'm committed. I think I'm halfway through it. It's really good so far. So you would like it. It's so AAA, 10 out of 10, high quality game. So just a FYI.
yeah, Santa Monica usually delivers.
Yep. So again, I'm really liking it. But again, other than that, I've been playing more Clair Obscur and some Outer Worlds too. That's about it.
Oh, how is Outer Worlds too?
It's great. It's great. I love it. It's excellent. I played the first one. I beat it. I'm playing this one. It's improved in almost every way. And I say it's improving in every way. Except I haven't unlocked too many other companions yet. So, but it controls better. Missions are nicer. The map, everything's slightly improved. I love it. So, and those are the type of games that I like. So perfect. All right. Real quick on the search. Do you have any search for us this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna speed run a couple. Did you hear about the whole Valve changing the monetization in Counter-Strike?
Which
CS:GO?
one?
Valve updating the monetization. I'm like it overnight. Did we talk about this already? I don't remember. Overnight they blew away like $4 billion worth of cosmetics and loot boxes and whatever the fuck.
Oh, the Steam with the Counter-Strike 2?
Yeah. When
Yeah.
they changed
I saw that
how they
shit.
monetize, and it's like
Yeah.
and they completely fucking changed the stock market of that game overnight. It's so bizarre that game has its own little stock market.
Yep.
What else I got? So I'm going to speed run through these.
Go.
Amazon, Amazon Games, or whatever the hell, completely they're gone. They're closing shop.
Yep.
Amazon's
They're closed.
all-
Yep.
New World is probably the only game that's live from them, and it's reaching end of life. What, next year was it?
Yeah. Well, we lost our MMO resident expert / person that doesn't play games anymore. So.
And I forgot the last one I had, and it's gone.
Oh, yeah, no,
the
yeah.
Nintendo patents. Looks
The Nintendo
like,
patents, yes.
Companies are fighting against those. Just fucking good. Do that. Don't let them control this bullshit.
Yeah, Nintendo patenting some things. It's like, that is straight up BS.
Yeah, so like it looks like there was some news that companies were gonna like try to annul, right, or like I guess eliminate some of them. I don't know how that works, but some of those patents read pretty crappy. So yeah, fight the power.
Yep. All right. Any other things?
No, I just shotgun a bunch.
All right. My dessert is something that I saw this week. and I thought it was interesting, and I'll send a link after this. But there's a company called the Game, G-A-M-E. So aim in the middle, like aiming. So Game, they released a Time Crisis light gun that basically works particularly properly on the TV, and it's a port of Time Crisis. So they sell the game and the gun, and so you can actually play Time Crisis on your TV now. I thought it was the most interesting thing. I will send you the link if you're interested in looking at it. But apparently, it's just an interesting thing where it's like Time Crisis is back, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I saw the article, and I'm like, oh, it's a company selling this peripheral. But I thought it was cool because it's the exact same Time Crisis gun, right? The whole thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's Time Crisis. I don't even know how much it costs. It's probably not cheap. It's like $100 actually. I'm checking here on the website right now. $100 for your Time Crisis is like no thanks. Time Crisis is still like like $10 game. No offense to it. But I'll send out the link.
Yeah, send out the link because it's interesting. I was gonna say the hardware. Ooh, cool. Anyways.
Yeah.
Don't you need a pedal for Time Crisis?
There is a pedal. It comes with a pedal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You put it on the ground. It's exactly Time Crisis. It's a perfect rendition of Time Crisis. The problem is, it's a perfect rendition of Time Crisis. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
it
it.
lasts you about 5 minutes and you're done.
Pretty much, yeah. So now, I want to play this again. I just don't want to pay $100 for a version of Time Crisis. But I'll send it out. But I thought it was the coolest thing I saw this weekend. So I made a note to make it my dessert. So I have done so. All right, you want to wrap us up?
Yeah. So, if you as we end our gaming meal, we would like to thank everybody for listening. Feel free, or rather, you can look for gaming meal on most popular social media platforms. Feel free to share, give a follow, leave a comment, all that social media stuff. Also, please visit our website at thegamingmeal.com for more gaming business. That is all for today. Have a good one, everyone.